What's up, Rainbow Dash? How you doing?
Oh, I'm feeling awesome as I always am. Say, I've got a request for you.
And that is...
Will you react to everything wrong with MLP with me?
a reaction, huh? Okay, then I'll do it, because you're my former Wonderbolt.
Ha! Now that's what I'm talking about. Let's head to Twilight's castle.
You got it, Rainbow.
I'm here, Twilight, and I brought Spitfire with me, just like you asked for.
Excellent, Rainbow. Now we can react to episodes 19 to 21 of Everything Wrong with MLP by LittleshyFiM.
I see that you have your little buddy Scootaloo in here, too.
Oh, hi, Spitfire. Spitfire, huh? You're one of the members of the Wonderbolts, right?
Why, yes, I am. Say, what's your name?
My name's Diamond Tiara, and this is my best friend, Silver Spoon. Pleased to meet you, Spitfire. All right, then. Let's all now react to the video, Apple Bloom. Countdown, please.
Ah, Spot. I'm gonna press play in 3, 2, 1.
And go.
Rarity, your whining is so funny.
I know, sweetie.
Rarity does her work in complete darkness. This jewel chest disappears, then suddenly reappears when it becomes relevant to the plot. Sapphire never closes the door.
Did she leave it open
Yet
then?
Another instance in which Rarity has a special talent introduced, which is then immediately duplicated by some pony else. Is no pony going to question all of these perfectly cut and polished gems randomly strewn about? No? Well, okay. Storyboard is visible. Canine foreshadowing.
Hey, Spike, your Equestria Girls counterpart is calling.
Spike digs up hundreds of gems, only to be paid one since all of the others go to his employer. Yep, that's a pretty good metaphor for life.
Is something wrong, Spike?
Yes, why is everything pink?
Yeah, good question.
Haha! Lord of the Rings reference!
Terrible to keep a lady waiting.
Shut up, Rarity. Maybe Spike's tired from doing all of the hard work. Spike and Rarity awkwardly pause simply to allow the dogs to say their lines.
Darth Vader.
Hey, we've heard that before in both
the
SMG4 and in the Gmod Idiot box.
Huh? You're right,
These
Spike.
spiders are fast with their web making. We look at the camera to suggest that this is a comedic scene. How does dirt work?
I don't know.
This whole scene is pretty lame. Instead of working together to dig a single hole, every pony foolishly tries to dig their own. The diamond dogs seem to have no problem magically passing through dirt. Nightmare fuel.
Oh, God.
And then suddenly the day is saved by a randomly appearing hole that the dogs seem to have overlooked. Rover both gives the order and follows through with it. Oh, so that's how swords work.
Why, yes, it
Missed
does.
opportunity for a hot dog pun. The dogs must keep these lights around for underground dance parties. Pony lips. So was AJ clued into this little daydream at all? Or does Spike just randomly try to
Probably
kiss
the
Pony's
latter.
captain? We've seen Rainbow Dash fly while carrying much more weight than this. For some reason, Dash and Fluttershy are only in this scene if you're watching on the television.
Also on YouTube, they don't appear, but on TV,
Oh, how
they do
convenient.
appear.
It depends on what you're watching this
Complaining and whining her way out of
episode.
the situation isn't exactly the best lesson for kids or adults. The gag involving Rarity's little takeover is probably the worst paced joke in the entire series. She goes from slave to master to back to slave again in like 3 seconds. This could have actually been really funny had the joke been given more time to develop. Rarity doesn't like being called a mule, but she has no problem with having her rear slapped. Also, equestrian racism against mules.
You're just saying that.
Girls on the internet in a nutshell.
Yep,
Why
true
is
that.
Twilight still casting her spell? Isn't it quite obvious that Rarity is in this direction since, you know, it's the only way to go?
She must be in there.
Dash put too much emphasis on in rather than on there.
Fuck him up.
That line exists. Door made of jello. Twilight's bridle appears out of thin air.
Hi-ho, Twilight. Away.
On the night in Twilight's...
Every pony is bored
well,
out of
of
their minds with
course.
this rescue mission. How did every pony manage to get those wagons out of there anyway?
I know that you just said Spike from you yelling no, because yes, that is indeed the same audio that we heard at the end of the Iron Brick and in the Gmod Idiot box. Will that end my squeeze sound?
Dogs. I hate dogs.
Well, then shoot them down so McTavish from Call of Duty.
Green isn't your color.
I hear photo finish,
This
voice.
conversation has so many extremely long pauses for it to take place in such different areas. Aloe's leg.
Her cutie mark
Apparently,
is
the
on her
spa has
leg.
Giant front windows for the sauna. Use of a privacy screen, even though basically every pony's naked anyway.
Because
This
we don't
time,
normally wear
Pinkie Pie
clothes.
loses her head. Fluttershy and Rarity vanish.
Like
There are
Puff?
so many things wrong with this camera that an expert photographer could probably make an entire Sins video on it alone. Wouldn't the camera capture itself in the mirror at this angle, or at the very least some pony else in the room? So much for professional photographer.
Yeah, true.
Do not flip out.
Jesus, one episode
Photo
later and you're
Finish exits through the
excited.
door and returns for no apparent reason. Twilight's cutie mark on Photo Finish's flank. Rarity's
Animation
meager C
errors,
startles
I
Pinky
love
for some
those.
reason. Pegasus, Earth Pony.
Something inspired by the nature.
Photo Finish wants Fluttershy to pose in her all-natural birth suit.
In my web
Rarity
now.
apparently doesn't see Fluttershy's nature-oriented dress right in front of her face. Pinky's secret part-time job. These lighting umbrellas serve no purpose at all in this arrangement. Suddenly, apple and carrot juice sales skyrocket.
Wait,
Every
that's
pony
not
in Ponyville
right.
has a better camera than Photo Finish. This is why you should never buy Derby brand bells. These photographers have no idea what they're doing, do they? All they're capturing is the reflection of their own camera flashes in the window.
Sorry, you just missed her.
Careful, Rarity. Your Luna is showing.
Ha! They are
I
both
get it.
voiced by the
Hasbro
same
buys
voice
all those
actor.
terrible overused images from Photo Finish.
All I
Fluttershy's
want
position suddenly
is
changes. There's something
money.
up with this framing. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I think... Yep, no one saw that coming. Rarity exits through the back door for no apparent reason. The black background is an animation error. The sharp edges suggest that it was rendered without a background, which was then converted to the color black by a lazy animator. Fluttershy makes a big deal out of continuing her modeling career for Rarity's sake, but then goes along with the genius idea of sabotaging said career. Isn't that just as bad as simply quitting? Apple calls
I
her
think
Fluttershy
so.
Fluttershy without even having a chance to recognize her. Why is Photo Finish simply standing in the audience? Isn't she supposed to be some sort of famous photographer? Would you trust this face?
Just leave it to me.
Equine racism.
If that fabulous pony likes it, then I do too.
Ponies have more in common with humans than you might think. I'm not sure if Fluttershy's back hoof grows or if the pot shrinks. Somewhere
Is that
out
a
there
running
is
gag
deleted
from him?
scene of Fluttershy
Yup.
getting sued for breaching contract.
I still can't believe you told someone about my secret feelings for Rarity.
Well, how did he find out that he wasn't even there? Some pony left a booger on the sauna wall. Twilight is
I
upstairs
wonder
in the
who?
pool bath area, and Spike is downstairs in the sauna, yet they talk to one another as if they were side by side.
Pardon me, that's uncouth sugar cue. Wait, what's uncouth?
It means uncivil, you know, bad-mannered. Exactly.
Okay then.
Jesus Christ, Apple Bloom, do you really have to burp?
Yeah, sorry. It happens sometimes.
Frustrated, I could just scream. Yay. Oh, I screamed, yay.
No, Fluttershy.
Fluttershy's not a tree, silly. I'd like to be a tree. Really
This
now?
train's method of
You want to be a
acceleration.
tree.
It just
What?
doesn't make sense.
It's true.
None of the train cars have doors on the outside. I'm not sure which is more odd. The fact that Applejack is reading a bedtime story to a tree, or the fact that Applejack is able to read. There's plenty of other
Probably
train cars to
both.
sleep in. Rarity doesn't have to sleep with every pony else if she doesn't want to. This time, the theme actually is a sin, because immediately following it is an extended period of darkness beyond the usual length. Rainbow Dash only just now notices how fast the train is going. Also, only the Pegasi have ladders to their upper bunks. Kind of ironic. Season 1's shading.
Huffy the magic dragon.
Marijuana joke. Now
You
go
can't
argue
accuse
about this
jokes in a
validity
kid's
the
show.
comments. It's never implied how the buffalo know to attack the train, or even the caboose for that matter. Pretty convenient and unrealistic of them to keep Bloomberg in the far rear and Bunk all the way in the front. The train isn't riding on the tracks.
You're pretty quick for someone so bulky.
Dash just called Little Strongheart fat.
Ouch,
If she's
that
flying
was
just
harsh.
above the train cars and right behind Little Strongheart, how does she manage to crash into a sign? Applejack was in the same train car as Spike, yet somehow she managed to get out in time. What's Spike's excuse? Little Strongheart, and she's gone.
Welcome to Appaloosa!
It's a horse with the same name? Didn't know there was a horse
Nope,
type
I
named
don't think I can top
Appaloosa.
that bad of a pun.
Bucks.
Saltaholic.
Books are for eggheads. Egghead.
The culture of the native buffalo tribe really shines here.
Catch you later, bro.
There's no way a buffalo could sleep comfortably in these small teepees. Dash must really suck at hide and seek.
Because your tail is sticking out.
The settler ponies have overtaken the land and have planted an orchard all over it.
And taking the tree solves that problem how? Little Strongheart is the only female of the herd.
And the rest of the herd are male.
Him and his father before him.
One eternity later.
The element of loyalty sure does waver in her allegiance quite easily, doesn't she?
Yeah,
Applejack's
that's a good
saddlebags
point.
slip between dimensions. Dash asks Applejack to move the trees, to which Applejack provides a reasonable and realistic response, and Dash replies with,
Plant the tree somewhere else.
this piano's note progression. There's nothing more annoying than a character's unrealistic ignorance for the sheer sake of cobbling together a weak story. We gotta make sure these apples are clean before we throw them into our enemies' faces.
Why won't anybody be rational and reasonable?
YouTube comments.
In a
How
nutshell,
does the chief remain standing while applying war paint?
that
This little
buffalo
patch of
just
trees and
smeared the
busted
Indonesian
buildings is
flag
what the
on his
buffalo are
face.
so upset about? They can't go around or simply stroll peacefully through this? mysterious line floating high in the sky.
That line sure is
Really,
mysterious.
at this point, their only reason for attack is Pinky singing. If it wasn't
Really,
for that,
Pinky
they
or
would
singing
agree to
caused
come
them to have
some
a
sort
war
of
with each other.
compromise, as they do at the end of the episode anyway. If you listen closely, you can hear the stereotypical Indian war whoops. Why all the drama? The chief is simply jumping in front of the sheriff. If he were leaping towards him, they would have collided regardless of the pie's impact.
Can I please have more of that mushy stuff? Mushy stuff? You don't know what I was talking about?
Oh, Fluttershy, you silly!
I baked you a pie.
Oh boy, what flavor?
Pie flavor!
And that was episodes 19 through 21 of Everything Wrong with MLP. Love that ASDF movie joke at the end there. Well, looks like I'm going to my rock farm, so I'm out of here. Hey, bye! I'm out of here!
Whatever, just go!
Okie dokie Loki.
Are you sure I got nothing better to do?